We'd like to thank you for joining this community meeting for Wekiva River Oaks and those living on Wekiva Park Drive. The meeting this evening is to address resident concerns about errant vehicles winding up on these neighborhood streets when trying to get to State Road 46 West. The Florida Department of Transportation acknowledges and accepts responsibility for the fact that Wekiva Parkway plan for this area is not working the way it was intended. The department is dedicated to making sure this situation is right for your communities. We recognize that signage and other short-term measures taken so far have not solved the situation. We would like to share with you tonight proposed next steps and a long-term redesign that we believe will address this situation. We look forward to your thoughts on these concepts. We appreciate the input and collaboration we have received on this matter from neighbors, Seminole County Commissioner Andrea Hare, and other county staff. So first, some housekeeping to make sure everyone gets the most out of this meeting, regardless of how you chose to attend. This meeting is being conducted in a hybrid format to provide multiple ways for the public to receive information about the project and provide input. This meeting is being conducted in person, virtually through GoToWebinar and over the phone. If you dialed in today on a telephone line, the PowerPoint presentation is available on the project webpage at www.wekivaparkway.com. For online participants, the GoToWebinar control panel should be visible in the upper right corner of your computer screen. If joining GoToWebinar on your mobile device, simply tap the screen to display the same options. The blue arrows in both images point to where you will find the question box. You can type a comment or question into the question box. Then click Send to submit your comment or question to staff. The red arrows in both images point to where you can find the redesign concepts in comment form. Click the handouts icon to see the redesign concepts. Click on the comment form to download and fill in your comments. You can return your comment via email to info@wekivaparkway.com. If you happen to experience a technical issue during this meeting, please type the issue in the questions box on the control panel on GoToWebinar to report it. Send an email to info@wekivaparkway.com to report it, or call 407-637-7461. Staff will do their best to assist you, and now we'll proceed with the presentation. FDOT opened the current River Oaks Circle and nearby roundabouts in July of 2021. Motorists wishing to remain on State Road 46 West were directed to take the second exit on Osprey Hammock Trail roundabout to continue across the river into Lake County. After this reconfiguration of access to Wekiva River Oaks and Wekiva Park Drive neighborhoods, residents noticed errant vehicles driving into their neighborhoods. FDOT staff communicated that we believed once the parkway was open, most drivers would opt to use State Road 429 and that the errant traffic should diminish. Section 6 of the parkway opened in May of 2022 from the State Road 429 interchange in Sorrento to Longwood Markham Road. Section 7A opened in August from Longwood Markham Road to near Orange Boulevard. FDOT on October 21st opened the I-4 westbound ramp to State Road 429 southbound westbound, signaling the completion of Central Florida's Beltway was entering its final stages. Despite the parkway section's opening, residents continued to experience errant traffic in Wekiva River Oaks and on Wekiva Park Drive. The department appreciates the continued communication and collaboration with residents on this concern. We have heard you and understand your concerns about the following: errant traffic taking River Oaks Circle when trying to get to State Road 46 West. Drivers are overlooking the various signs directing them to take the second exit on the Osprey Hammock Trail roundabout to stay on State Road 46 West. Many motorists, including those driving tractor trailers and vehicles towing large RVs, are entering and turning around in Wekiva River Oaks. Residents have shared with us their pedestrian and school bus safety concerns. You've also relayed that errant vehicles are turning around in your yards and driveways. We understand from you that the errant drivers are speeding out of the community once realizing their mistake. We've heard similar concerns about errant vehicles on Wekiva Park Drive. Some semi-drivers are backing up down the side street once realizing their mistake. The department has added additional reflective pavement markings and signs to try and address concerns about large trucks swerving into the opposite lane at the curve north of Wekiva River bridges. FDOT leadership, traffic operations, and other staff have been in close communications with the community, Commissioner Hare, and county staff on this matter. In addition to original signs directing motorists to State Road 46, the department has added electronic message boards and other signs and devices to alert drivers. FDOT has met in the field with community members and county staff. Project staff also has conducted outreach at the roundabout to further educate motorists to take the second exit to remain on State Road 46 West. By the time motorists get to the Osprey Hammock Trail roundabout, they are used to going straight to remain on State Road 46 West. So besides the additional signage, the department has been developing a concept to prevent motorists from errantly taking River Oak Circle when trying to get to State Road 46 West. The new proposed design includes several components as well as a short-term and more longer-term construction. The proposed concept will channel those continuing straight to get to State Road 46 West or proceed further around the roundabout. A bypass road is being proposed for River Oak Circle on the north side of the roundabout. Motorists will have to make a conscious decision to move into a new lane to access this residential road. Let's break down and explore the components of this concept. About 500 feet east of the roundabout, drivers will be required to make a distinct movement to enter the bypass for River Oak Circle and Wekiva Park Drive. This decision point would be separate from decisions drivers need to make within the roundabout. A concrete traffic separator would be placed between the through lane and bypass lane. The median separator would be mountable to allow emergency vehicle access as needed. Drivers who disregard signage and remain in the primary travel lane will not be able to directly access River Oak Circle. Once past the bypass entrance, westbound State Road 46 drivers will not be able to access River Oak Circle, Wekiva Park Drive, or Katie's Landing from Osprey Hammock Roundabout. Those wishing to take State Road 46 West will be channeled to the second roundabout exit. If someone mistakenly passes the River Oak Circle bypass entrance, they can proceed around the roundabout to State Road 46 East and make a U-turn at the Longwood-Markham Road roundabout. This concept would not affect the existing access from State Road 4029 ramps. Wekiva River Oaks and Wekiva Park Drive residents would continue to exit River Oaks Circle eastbound the same way at the roundabout and have all the same access to various directions. As errant tractor-trailers cause residents the greatest concern, an emergency truck turnaround is being planned at Wekiva Park Drive. This will allow any trucks that mistakenly take the bypass to turn around without going into either of the neighborhoods. Wider pavement would be installed across from Wekiva Park Drive to accommodate the U-turns. A three-way stop will be installed at Wekiva Park Drive to allow trucks room to turn around and provide another decision point for drivers to evaluate before entering one of the neighborhoods. In the short term, asphalt millings will be used to create a truck turnaround for large vehicles before the intersection of River Oak Circle and Wekiva Park Drive. This construction method will allow the turnaround to be installed quickly and separately from the bypass. As part of the temporary traffic control to build the redesigned concept, crews would remove much, if not all, of the pedestrian island at the River Oak Circle exit of the roundabout. Crews will be using striping and barrels to make this exit movement more difficult. This will allow construction on the bypass lane and new curb while providing a visual and physical indication that the exit is not the desired movement for those trying to stay on State Road 46 West. Work will require closing bicycle and pedestrian access on the north side of the roadway between Longwood-Markham Road and River Oak Circle. Bicyclists and pedestrians will be directed to cross to the south sidewalk at the Longwood-Markham Road roundabout. Activity is underway on several fronts to be able to move forward with both the interim and long-term measures to address the situation. Refinements continue to be made to the design concept, and we're interested to hear your suggestions also. The Section 7A contractor is on board to do the reconstruction, and administrative steps are being taken to facilitate this. A NEPA, or National Environmental Policy Act, reevaluation is being processed to make the roadway changes at this location. Department staff at the district and state levels are working together to expedite approvals. The contractor anticipates starting within a couple weeks of the design being finalized and the various administrative processes being completed. As soon as the construction schedule is finalized, the department will notify residents and the county. We will keep you posted on construction activities via e-blast, the project website, and Facebook and Twitter. We wanted to remind everyone that FDOT also will be landscaping the roundabouts and the rest of the Parkway corridor. Based on extensive environmental agency and advocate coordination over the years, 77% of the plant species in the landscaping plans will be native. Crews currently are working on landscaping the Lake County segment from the Wekiva River to the State Road 429 interchange in Sorrento. FDOT has an apparent low bidder to complete the landscaping on the Seminole County portions of Sections 6, 7A, and 7B. That work is anticipated to begin late this year or in early 2023. In collaboration with stakeholders, the environmental community, and Seminole County, the department developed the enhanced landscaping design for the roundabouts in Seminole County. The focus was on native plants and those indigenous to the Wekiva River Basin. The department is committed to this plan, pending the availability of the plants desired and in the quantities needed. Thank you for participating in this process. We value your feedback. FDOT staff will now review feedback received from the community meeting in consideration of any possible concept refinements, provide the finalized design concept to contractor to schedule work. We look forward to providing a solution that addresses your community's concerns to the greatest extent possible. There are several ways you can share additional comments or questions. For those in attendance at the in-person location, you may speak to our project staff on the floor or complete a printed comment form and return to the project staff. If you are participating online, you may submit written questions or comments in the question box on the GoToWebinar control panel. Written comments may also be submitted on the project website at www.wekivaparkway.com. You may also email your comments and questions to info@wekivaparkway.com. You may also call the communications team at 407-710-5610 to provide verbal comments during normal business hours. We look forward to providing a solution that addresses your community's concerns to the greatest extent possible. We want to make sure we get it right as we work to finish this one-of-a-kind roadway that is completing Central Florida's Beltway.